Alright everyone, we're back. We've met with Matoya. Sassy old lady. Oh, the Great Library's guardians shouldn't pose any difficult for a hero like you. But if it turns out you aren't up to the task, well then I'll know you can't be trusted with something as dangerous as an etheric ram. I'll put a pair of familiars at your disposal. One's a Poroggo, who will help you locate the tome. The other's that broom yonder, who will let you into the library. Well, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself, girl. Hey there, broom. Greetings, good madame. I am Brimsy, my lady's servant of some 50 years. May I say what an honor it is to serve you? I'm given to understand you wish to enter the Great Gubal Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving this cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go and fetch my fellow familiar on my way to the entrance. When you are prepared and our preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It will be my pleasure to unlock the door for you. In case you don't recall, in FF1 when you meet Matoya, she's in a cave with a bunch of brooms, and when they talk, they basically say a bunch of shit backwards that when you translate it to being forwards, it's like a secret way to play the mini game on your boat. Oh wait, I mean we may as well fight these. You hit me with provokes. Rude. Welcome back, Jeremy. I'm just helping deal with some bugs in the area while we're here, because why not? No, I don't want to fight a Poroggo. Ah. Won't do it. I won't do it, I say. Unless I really have to, and right now I don't have to. Okay, that's back in the cave. So we just met with Matoya, who is a huge reference to Final Fantasy I, and a great reference because they gave her the music, the brooms, everything. And now we're heading to what is called the Great Gubal Library. And there's cockatrices over here that are just does. Pretty sure you can't just run up there, can you? Yeah, I guess you have to. Also, look over there. We're on the other side of whatever that island, that shrine is there. Very cool looking field. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I do know what it is. That's a lie, but I'm not telling you. We're on the path of knowing. Fuck you, Bifuricus. I want to fight you. Well, if I have to, but I don't want to. Here we are. The Great Gubal Library. Whatever the reason, it boggles my mind to think that such a grand repository of knowledge could be abandoned. As a child, I would often come here, not only on Master Matoya's errands, but for my own research besides. I am Poroggo, Ribbit, and it shall be my pleasure to guide you in the library. Look, he's got a little staff and a little hat. You stand before the Great Gubal Library, one of Hydaelyn's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen into disuse since the Exodus summer since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul. Its floors felt not the loving brush of a broom. But mine apologies, madame. Pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the caves and report to my lady. You'd go there on masturbatory errands? Probably. Alright, so we're gonna do the Great Gubal Library. A second, I need to mute this. Mute. Alright. Built by the learned men and women of Sharlayan, the Great Gubal Library is the grandest repository of knowledge in all of Eorzea. Lining its towering shelves are tomes from beyond count, gathering the farthest reaches of the realm. Like the city-state, however, the library was abandoned by its caretakers when they fled to their motherland in the face of the Garlean invasion. And now, 15 years since its doors were sealed, you will be the first soul to set foot within its halls. Your destination is the forbidden section deep within the library. Where lies your objective? The fruits of Matoya's research on the Aetheric Converter. Okay. We can do this one, however, with the duty support, which gives us... Oh! He's our tank! I am so excited about this. Y'shtola is a DPS, and Alphinaud's a healer. Which is funny, because Y'shtola is a DPS, but she's also a conjurer, which is... What? Okay. That's where I go for these kind of errands. Yeah. Dude, I am so excited that they made the frog a party member and a tank. Ah yes, elevator music, the dungeon. So, this place is a big reference to Final Fantasy V, which had the Gubal Library in it. For some reason, the insects in here have grown huge. I love this dungeon music, it's so good. Yeah, before we go through here, there's sometimes stuff to click in these rooms. No, okay. Oh, there's our magic stairway. This is also a fan favorite dungeon. People used to run this all the time because it was really good for EXP back in the day as well. Rightwards! have a book to read here, guys. It's called Garlean Hierarchy, Volume 1. So when you're running with players, you almost never get to read these, so I don't know if I've ever actually read these. The rise of the Garlean Empire in the year 1522 of the 6th Astral Era led to significant changes in the structure of Garlean society. This is most evident in the adoption of titles, which serve to indicate an individual's place within the social hierarchy. The following information was compiled with the aid of informants within the Empire and has yet to be verified. Royalty, Zos, the Emperor. Yea, member of the royal family in the line of succession. Were, member of the royal family with no claim to the throne. Military, Van, Legatus. Toll, Tribunus Laticlavius. Sos, Tribunus Angusticlavius, or Praefectus Castorum. Rem, Primus Pilus, or Pilus Prior. Quo, Primi Ordines, or Centurion. Peer, Optio, Tessarius, or Decurion. On, Duplicarius, or Legionarius. Okay. Specialist, Non, Chief Engineer or Engineer. Mal, Primus Medicus, or Senior Magitech Technician. Lux, Chief Medicus, or Magitech Technician. Cur, Senior Medicus, or Senior Technician. Gen, Medicus, or Technician. Okay. There we go. So now you guys have a better understanding of Garlean social hierarchy. I can die happy now. Perfect. I'm glad I was able to facilitate your death. The requirements for your death, Faye. That I could be a part of your life in such a profound way. Hey. Weird fucking... gigantic golem thing. Poroggo is just standing in those like a fucking champ, like a boss. He's not fucking around with that. He's just like, you know what, I'm not moving. Okay, public officials. Lil, dictator of Princeps Senatus. Het, consul, praetor, tribunus plebis. Aedilus, or caster. Go, censor. Fey, unknown. Unknown. Dus, lictor. Das lictor. This hierarchy extends to the general populace as well, though it is far less complex. The majority of citizens bear the boss title, while there is a smaller group which appears to comprise the respected artisans who have adopted the Sen title. The On title is bestowed upon the peoples of annexed territories and indicates that they lack even the most basic rights afforded to a citizen. However, many Garleans view this as an opportunity rather than a condemnation, as citizenship may be granted to those who have demonstrated exceptional skills, as well as those who have contributed 20 or more years of military service. A whole 20 years? Sign me up. Okay, so guys, if you're familiar with the Demon Wall of FF14, I give you the Demon Tome of FF14. It's a pity they had to be abandoned. Is that supposed to be a grimoire? Yes, but not the kind you want to read. Alright.
Focus. Release!
I wonder if I should be using True North here, actually. I don't remember this thing's gonna... I'm just gonna use True North just in case. Yeah, it doesn't have a back. Okay. It uses a book called Disclosure, an attack called Disclosure. Words of Winter. When he freezes to the ground like that, you don't want to move. Well, you do, but you want to wait and move at the opportune times.
I have my pride.
Okay, nobody was questioning that, bud.
Yeah.
How dare you disrespect garlic powder like that? The garlic social hierarchy: garlic butter, garlic bread, garlic confit, fresh garlic, and garlic powder. Alright, so we got a boots for gladiator, nope, and a ring for, okay, great. A whole lot of stuff I can't use. Alright, so here's Spandule. So these guys have a special ability, which is interesting. I can't do it on myself. Oh wait, I got rid of it. Interesting. If you
Away with you.
comfort. Okay, yeah. If you use the emote /comfort on people who get that sadness debuff, it actually gets rid of it. Which is absolutely hilarious to me that they added that in. Oh, look! A reference to Final Fantasy V, page 64. There we go. No, little Porogos called Spine Dusters. I don't like fighting these.
Away with you.
Makes me very sad because they're little frogs. They're called Spine Dusters. Dude, why did you run in there and aggro all of those? Okay.
Yeah.
That's something I haven't seen them do before. That's interesting. And in here is essences and permutations. I'll come here. Chapter 1: The Six Nativities of and Myriad Creation. The spark of lightning ignites when it strikes, and thus fire is born. The heat of fire renders to ash all that it touches, and thus earth is born. The density of earth shuns sun and harbors cold, and thus ice is born. The armor of ice melts away, and thus water is born. The moistness of water mists and rises, and thus wind is born. The gusts and sighs of wind gather the clouds, and thus lightning is born. Chapter 2: The Three Conquests. Boundless and unwavering, earth grounds lightning, water erodes earth, lightning boils water. Chapter 3, the 3 submissions, timeless and unending. Fire is extinguished by wind. Ice is melted by fire. Wind is obstructed by ice. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. Again, I gotta get used to the fact that I have this ability here, Horizon. Alright, they're not gonna help me with this, so that's fine. Well, there's a book there called Over the Horizon. You gotta believe that they're gonna put you into a dungeon with that's a library and not let you read some of the books. Like, come on. Over the Horizon. Though there is some debate as to whether or not Melville Blofusson and her League of Lost Bastards were the first Eorzeans to discover the Western continent, there is no denying that their navigational charts were instrumental in establishing the major trade routes of today. Moreover, the accounts from the expedition are widely regarded as both informative and entertaining. Of particular note is their first encounter with the Mumblejah, as well as other indigenous peoples and creatures which seemed curiously intent on their demise. These travel journals have since inspired a legion of explorers and treasure hunters to retrace the League's journey, yet in spite of their numbers, the existence of a bleeding city of gold remains unconfirmed. Well, it's almost like there's an expansion that's going to touch on that very plot point. Alright, we got another room here. Natural history room. Okay. That's it? I thought there were more in there. Okay, well. Well, look what we have here, guys. The entrance to the forbidden section is just ahead, Ribbit. Which makes this fellow here the gatekeeper. This is Byblos. You guys might remember Byblos. We faced him in Final Fantasy V. Look at that. There he is. This is a screenshot from our Pixel Remaster playthrough. Alright. Might as well just go in there with this. Again, I gotta remember, I don't need to do that anymore. Anyway. Forgot to hit hard. Oops. I wonder how they changed this for, Oh, the NPCs know that you gotta get close to them. Well, that's good.
Away with you!
Okay, they're going after this one, so we'll just take this one down. What you gotta do is let this latch onto you, and then have it disappear for some reason. Okay, that's interesting.
For the House of Leveilleur!
Please heal me, you fuck.
I have my pride.
I think I waited too long. There we go. And then you make it hit him. Although it can run into other players. And it can run into those clouds, so you gotta lead it around the clouds later on. Okay, going invincible again. So this time he's gonna put out the bugs, and we gotta kill the bugs, but then we also gotta, run them around these. Because if it runs into those, then it will explode and you won't be able to hit him with it. But, fortunately, I have a decent amount of progress doing that, or practice doing that. Why would you do that, you fuck? And he's dead. I am undone. My master's seal is broken. I wouldn't have guessed it weak to fire. On account of being bound to a tome, I would assume in Final Fantasy V, the Byblos was weak to fire. In fact, if you summon Ifrit against him, he has some special dialogue. Home Shifter Imp. Use up that combo. It's not optimal to be using it on 2 enemies or less, but it's fine. I'm anything if not non-optimal. Hey, Scatini. This guy's gonna call in some helpers. These characters don't typically AoE, so that's why I target the one they're not targeting, so it kind of feels like we're AoEing in a way. Dude, Poroggo just dashed through that. I couldn't even get through the gate. Alright, now we got eyeballs called Speed Ranger. You can tell the devs had a lot of fun with some of the enemies in this game. Istola is living every healer's dream right now, though. Going into a dungeon as a healer and being able to do this DPS. Servitor ring. Oh. I don't know if that's better when I got it. It is not. Like, at all. Beauty is ephemeral, but it needn't be. My Lady Amandine knows this well. Lovely creature that she is. Would that I could have the genuine article in my keeping, but alas, I shall have to settle for a pale imitation. The vessel is not quite up to my usual standards, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say. I washed and anointed it per the instructions and then secured it to the bed with chains. Wouldn't want her to get ideas above her station. Oh no! Gods, just the thought of it is enough to get my blood pumping. I can hardly wait to welcome my beloved succubus into this world. Well then, that's a reference to Hawk Manor if you guys remember Lady Amandine. Hey, Poroggo, can you get over here with that? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I'm fairly certain this enemy was in other Final Fantasies. The Leatherband Diary. The tentacles! So many tentacles! And the sound of it writhing on the bed. God, just listening to it is agony. I've made a terrible mistake. What hentai was that from? Anyway, so the boss up ahead is an interesting one. I don't know how they changed it for duty support, so we're gonna find out here in a moment. Oh. Biblio... looks like it's just... Final Fantasy 14. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I had to look that up because I was curious. I could have sworn we've seen them in other ones, but no. Alright, so here's the final boss of this instance. Let's get in there. So when you get marked with that, you don't have to leave it there like Alphino's doing right now.
Release!
Unless they've changed how this works. That's a bad plan. He's just gonna stand on it. Okay. Well, that gave him more than enough time to move. Oh, and they disappear now. Okay. So with these, you gotta run through them. There you go. Oops, did not mean to use Sweeton again. Oh well. We got more than enough time. Anyway, if you don't seal those, they actually spawn an enemy that you gotta kill. So now we need 2 people per. Really? You fucks aren't gonna join? You sacks of shit. Okay, so he's doing an outside donut. Next, he's gonna do an inner one. Then you gotta get at him. Hey, Sam. Ishula's not gonna move with that. Why would she? There's more than enough time to get out. Well, it's a lot more coordinated than some players are, that's for sure. Alright, we got an inside and then gonna do outside. You always wondered how that well the NPCs would do the dots. Look, that's saying the tank. They made the tank the frog. I'm scared they take another hop, Ribbit. I'm so happy about this. Yeah, turn back to for a boss fight. Cool.
So this is the tome. Excellent. Let us take it to Master Matoya at once.
All right. But yeah, I was super happy about them giving me a frog as a companion for that dungeon. Alright, once we get to these stairs here, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and, what's more, still got like an hour and a half left stream, and I got no quests to do in game, so be right back, everyone.